A black military-style helicopter cuts through the storm clouds above the East Sea. Inside, a sharply dressed man in his early 40s watches Sophia Han's estate below. His tailored black suit contrasts with the flashing red lights inside the cabin. He removes leather gloves, revealing a silver signet ring engraved with the obsidian symbol. The helicopter banked sharply. The man smiled. Not with cruelty. With confidence. A pilot spoke over the headset. "Mr. Kwon. The target has been secured." He nodded. "Good. And my father? Still at the estate?" His smile disappeared. He always chooses family over duty. He looked out over the sea. That's why. He always loses. The son had become everything the father feared. Sophia's estate. The helicopter lands on the rain-soaked lawn. Armed security teams form two orderly lines as Kwon Joon-seo steps onto the wet grass. Chairman Kwon looked through the shattered library window. His shoulders fell. "He came?" Sophia quietly asked. "You never told them?" "No. They deserved better than the truth." Joon-seo entered the library. He bowed politely. "Father." Chairman Kwon didn't answer. Instead, he simply asked, "Why?" Joon-seo smiled. "Because you taught me." Had the father unknowingly created the villain? The candlelit chapel beneath the estate. Ji-hoon studies the Project Obsidian files while Nia notices a faded map tucked inside the folder. The map showed Korea. Dozens of locations, each marked with a small black circle. Director Kang frowned. "They aren't hospitals. They're safe houses." Daniel looked closer. "No. They're orphanages." Nia's heart sank. "Not orphanages. Hiding places." Grace slowly nodded. They never stopped. Project Obsidian was still operating. Back in the library, rain pours through broken windows as Chairman Kwon and Joon-seo stand face to face. "You admired Han Minute J." Joon-seo laughed. "I admired his weakness." Chairman Kwon's expression hardened. "He was the bravest man I ever knew. He was naive. He believed people could change. And you?" Joon-seo stepped closer. "I learned. People only change when fear forces them to." Chairman Kwon quietly closed his eyes. "I failed you. For the first time." Joon-seo looked genuinely hurt. "You failed yourself." Their war had begun long before Aurora. It had begun at home. Seoul sits quietly in the chapel with crayons and paper while the adults continue talking. Amora watches curiously. Seoul suddenly stopped drawing. "Daddy." Ji-hoon walked over. "What did you draw?" She held up the picture. A lighthouse. 3 children. A train. And a large blackbird flying overhead. Director Kang froze. "I've seen that symbol." He quickly searched the Obsidian files. There it was. A black raven. Their official insignia. Seoul looked confused. "I dreamed it." Nia hugged her tightly. "You helped us." Without even knowing. Sometimes children notice what adults overlook. Outside the underground chapel, overlooking the sea. The storm begins to clear. The setting sun paints the clouds gold and crimson. Ji-hoon stood quietly. Nia joined him. "I've been thinking." He smiled. "That's usually dangerous." She laughed. "I finally remembered my past. And it doesn't scare me anymore." She turned toward him. "Because my future is standing beside me." Ji-hoon gently took both her hands. "I've spent my whole life protecting a family name." He looked into her eyes. "I'd rather protect our family." Nia rested her head against his shoulder. No words. They didn't need any. For the first time. Their dream wasn't survival. It was tomorrow. Alarm sirens suddenly echo through the underground passage. Red emergency lights flash as hidden explosives are detected beneath the estate. Director Kang shouted. "Everyone move." A structural support beam crashed down, blocking the only exit. The countdown on the emergency system flashed. 5 o'clock. Daniel looked toward the collapsed tunnel. Then toward the maintenance room. I can stop it. Grace grabbed his arm. No. He smiled gently. I promised. I'd protect them. Nia's eyes filled with tears. Daniel. He looked at her. You finally came home. Now. It's my turn. He disappeared into the smoke. Would Daniel survive the promise he made years ago? Ji-hoon discovers a hidden voice recorder beneath the altar. Dust covers the device. He presses play. His father's voice filled the chapel. If you're hearing this. Daniel succeeded. Ji-hoon's breathing stopped. You trusted him. The recording continued. He isn't family by blood. He never needed to be. A pause. If I don't survive, tell Daniel. He was the son I always wished I'd had. Nia covered her mouth. Grace quietly cried. Far away. Daniel smiled as though he had somehow heard those words. Sometimes love is spoken long after it's needed. Back in the library, Chairman Kwon stands between his son and the entrance to the underground tunnel. Rain pours through the broken roof. Sophia watches silently. Joon-seo raised a pistol. Move. Chairman Kwon didn't. I won't. You always choose strangers. I choose children. Joon-seo's voice cracked. You never chose me. Silence. Chairman Kwon slowly stepped forward. I should have. Joon-seo lowered the gun. For just a second. Then security alarms echoed through the estate. A technician's voice came over his earpiece. Sir. They've found the Obsidian server. Joon-seo's face hardened again. So. We're out of time. He pressed a small remote hidden in his pocket. Deep beneath Seoul, a massive underground data center came alive. Thousands of computer screens illuminated simultaneously. One central monitor displayed. Project Obsidian. Failsafe protocol initiated. Transfer of all subject files. Estimated time remaining, 24 hours. Director Kang looked at the countdown through a hacked security feed. His face turned pale. If that transfer finishes, they'll disappear forever. Sophia whispered. No. They won't disappear. Ji-hoon looked at her. What do you mean? She answered quietly. They'll be sold. Everyone froze. Every child. Every identity. Every secret. To the highest bidder. The camera descends hundreds of feet beneath Seoul into a hidden Obsidian command center. Endless rows of encrypted servers hum beneath red emergency lights. One monitor suddenly displays a classified list. Active subjects. Names begin scrolling rapidly. Thousands of them. The list stops. Zooming in on one name. Amora Nia Adeniyi. Status, transfer pending. Then another. Seoah Han. Status, transfer pending. Then a third. Nia Han, formerly Hannah. Status, priority asset. The screen goes black. Only one sentence remains. 24 hours until auction. Who is buying the Obsidian files? Can Daniel stop the explosives? And will Chairman Kwon finally stand against his own son? Share your theories before episode 21.